calculations when you're measuring each area. But the raw stat as in tackle and missed tackle. Right, but it's inconsistent. All right. So I've
10.
It's 5, is it? 5 or 6, whatever. So you've got a bias 6 to 10 or 6 to 11, and you've got an average of 9.4 failures in every game. You got it right. So again, you can imagine this across 15 games, and you're starting to get big trends. You're starting to get, what have I got to do to improve this area? Because every week or every other week, I've got continual failure in that area. Is it to do with what I'm taught? Is it to do with what the players are understanding or not understanding? Again, these are about what you teach and what's transferred in the match, all right? As distinct from an observation on a tackle, missed tackle, whatever. All right? It's not work rate. It's actually what you're teaching and what should be being transferred in a game under pressure. All right? These calculations down here, they're the total number of efforts. There's the total number of failures, and obviously you get a percentage conversion. I was doing this at Melbourne, with a big board over in that room. At Melbourne, across 3 years, we could tell in year 3, if we went above 18% failure in defence, 9 times out of 10 we're going to lose the game. Stats don't always give you a true indicator, but these conversions actually told us if you went above 18% failures, you're going to fucking fail. All right? It was 14% failure in offence. You had a similar system in offence. Now again, we didn't go to Ben and show him all this bullshit. That was for us. All right? And obviously when we started to pick trends, it actually, as I said before, it told us what we should be working over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What area we're going to focus on. All right? The greater number of games you play, the greater number of trends you get, and obviously that gives you the isolation factor when you work through each week. Right? A lot of it is just reaffirming what you're seeing as a coach. Right? Reaffirming. But it's a good exercise, particularly when you're into a 3 or 4 year plan. Year 1, you're building all your systems and your teaching principles, and you're also building this. You're building a map. Right? You're building a map of your group, where we're going, what we're doing. Very, very easy to do. Not easy to do if haven't got access to TV and video footage. Well, basically you can't do it, because we used to get in on the side on the whole thing. All right. That's just a different way of doing statistics. I call them conversions. All right. As I said, technology plays a big part in this. Right. But I think the message I'm sending is get away from, you know, how many tackles you made and how many missed, and try and give it a bit more detail. And basically all your work should be representative of what am I teaching and what's been transferred. If you're doing conversions and assessments and a review, based on that you're on the right track. If you've got a guy there sitting with a stat sheet, he's going, he made 3, he missed 6, you're not giving him the whys and how and what falls, you're on the wrong track. Perspective on the different elements in defence. I think the single most important factor for me is that we can sit here and talk about applied strategies and systems and generic technical components, and a lot of what we're doing has to be understood by the player. And as I said before, none of what I've mentioned here is how I teach the player. It's the most important. Find the level of intellect in your group, and it's the lowest common denominator without being derogatory to the player. It's about the footy house. Whoever's got the lowest understanding, it could be by maturity, could be a young fellow like the Brent Williams that I just had, the 17-year-old. Very limited. That's where you've got to direct all your coaching at. That's the level. It's no good only having 3 guys in your group understand out of 30. Everyone's got to understand. So find out where your bottom pitch is, and that's where all the material is taken. So as I think Tony mentioned before, it's not rocket science. it's the transference, it's the key area. What you're teaching in the training environment, if it's being transferred and applied, you know you're on the right track. If there's continual misunderstandings between the players from week to week, it's obviously something in your delivery. And most importantly, I'd suggest the players aren't buying in. You've got to get total buy-in for any system or strategy to work. Commitment, desire, aggression, they're the key elements of defence. If you haven't got the attitude right, it's not going to work. I think you all agree on that. It's the attitude. Defence is attitude. But I still think you've got to give the players, you've got to create that learning environment for them. It's got to be a learning environment. You've got to challenge the player. Keep it simple. Thanks very much.